Says we're live.
Says we're live.
Good. All right. What is up, Quarantine Network?
Doing it live.
It is Wednesday? Is that what day it is?
Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
Okay.
It is 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock somewhere.
That was a random mix. Sorry, guys. That means you are
So
watching
loud.
Paint Party USA. Calafino Tequila presents. This is my lovely wife, Karissa. I'm Devin. We're your co-hosts
Yeah.
for Paint Party USA project. Thank you for tuning in. We
Thank
are
you.
here for you. We love you. One more air horn. And a yes. All right.
Yes.
So we've got a lot going on today. We have a cool project. The name again was?
We're calling it Palm Sunday Starry Night.
A Palm Sunday Starry Night. So that is going to be a cool project for you to work on. We've got a couple things to get to real quick. As always, we are brought to you by Calafino Tequila. Calafino, everybody. An amazing product. Use discount code PPUSA on calafino.com and you will get 25% off.
It's a good deal.
It's a great deal. I worked my way through the samples that they brought me.
We don't have any more samples?
They're gone.
Yes.
They were delicious.
Where's your sound effect on that?
Yes! Yes!
Gone. The samples are gone. Lord. So
We need to
anyway,
order some
they
with
were
our-
so
with our,
delicious. Exactly.
promo code.
Use the discount code PPUSA. We'll get a discount.
Right.
So they were so delicious. I worked my way through them all. Sorry, I'm trying to find our feed here. Anyway, we want to also thank the Quarantine Network. They've been doing some awesome stuff for us. They are making amazing content all the time. Tune in, keep posted. There was a live Q&A with a Netflix star the other night. Sorry if I got a little too personal on the questions. He's a comedian. I was trying to tee him up, and I feel like
He
he
didn't
just
like your
missed.
questions.
I was trying to set him up for a joke, and I guess it just didn't land.
You know,
Maybe
he
next
had
time.
a lot of tuned in
He was
visitors,
It was a
so.
very informative, very cool thing to be a part of. So thank you for having that on the Quarantine Network. We've got a lot of cool other stuff coming up. So here's the deal. We talked about trying to show the correct way to hold a cat, and it has been raining off and on here, and our cat is a little crazy. So at some point in the show, I'm gonna try to find him. If I can't find him, it will be coming up soon. That is a promise.
This is
I
just
will
for people
show
who
you-
don't know how to hold a cat at this
I
point.
will
in
show
their
you the
lives.
correct way to hold a cat, and there's going to be a warning. Like if you have a cat, especially an older cat that's a little feisty, you can't just throw this hold on willy nilly. You got to work your way into it, and that's important because
We tried to prep him and sit him down and have a good talk before.
Yes.
But he's out
If you have a
running
kitten
wild.
though, it'll take a hold. Amazing. We
Yeah.
want to thank everyone that has tuned in live. All right, I find it off stream. Here we go. Yes, Bo, that was the joke. Thank you. Wool is here. Thank you, everybody.
Okay, we
Schrainer,
can see you all
Maroche, thank you guys all for tuning in live. There's a link up above if you want to donate anything.
Where?
It's up there. Look up there. Point to it. There it is. So Venmo, PayPal, we're grateful for everything. We're not expecting anything, but
Thank you.
we've got some
Your
cool stuff
donations
coming
have been
through
really
there,
wonderful.
and we really appreciate it. We know everyone's having a hard time. We want to get to a couple things real quick. We have some good news.
Ah, thank God.
And we just kind of want to throw this out there and thank you, Paula, for the suggestion because this needs to be heard. Regarding this coronavirus pandemic that is hitting everybody, I know everyone's going a little crazy. I'm going crazy. I love my
You're always
wife.
crazy.
Anyway, touche. Coronavirus updates. According to Governor of New York, Andrew Cuomo, I'm sorry, the curve there is starting to bend. Now he wanted to make very clear, stay with the precautions that you're doing. What's working is going on if you're watching from New York. So stay with that. But we're starting to flatten that out, which is really good news. We also have a couple other good news points randomly. We know how to slow the spread of the coronavirus, which is awesome. So that what we're doing is working, and the data is out there as far as what works. We are also we have more countries that are working to contain the spread. I don't know if you heard about India. It's like 1 billion plus people on lockdown, and these are all good signs that the world is working as a whole to stop this
good
thing.
news. Yeah.
They are working on a cure. Scientists from all over the world are united on one thing right now, which is pretty awesome. And, you know, they can get this done. And testing is improving. Testing is an important part of knowing where we're at with all this, so that's working its way around. The environment is getting a break. So there's 2 scientific reports saying that ambient noise and air pollution have gone down. So everyone, the scientists have found that ambient noise and air pollution have gone down. Of course, except if you live next to Gilbert Gottfried or Snoop Dogg.
Why?
Gilbert Gottfried or Snoop Dogg, everybody.
I'm pretty sure they don't have names.
That was the joke. I'm trying to find a little air horn. There we go. Gilbert Gottfried
Late
or
to the
Snoop
party.
Dogg. Noise and air pollution. All right, moving on. The baseball season would now have, if it had started on schedule, have had over 100 games played. And so they are considering actually bringing the season back with a strange type of quarantine situation where the players are isolated. It's an interesting news story. We don't have time to get into all of it.
Maybe they just play less games though. And
They
that's
might.
The new start
Well,
of new baseball.
The point being,
2020.
so
So many
half of
games.
America was completely unaware that baseball season had even started. And also my
Not America.
wife is encouraging baseball to just not come back at all.
Not at all. I love baseball.
So anyway, yes, we can start painting now.
Let's start painting.
We got the jokes. So just so you know, at some point I might disappear to try to find our cat to show you the way to hold him. I can't promise we're going to find him. He's frisky, but we are going to get started with an awesome painting of a palm tree.
This is our painting. Okay. Can we see the example? Okay.
I think it looks pretty good.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
So I prepped the supplies list. Hopefully you have some or all of the ingredients here. I have a canvas today. We're using acrylic paint. I know we've been trying to do some things that are stay at home and items you have around the house, but today we're just going to do a real painting. You can follow along with finger painting like we did for the last episode, or you can do this with markers or crayons, or you can just watch and enjoy. So I'm going to paint the whole background a dark navy blue, and I'm adding different kind of highlights of blue and some little white, but I want to cover the whole background. We won't need dry time. I've tried to figure these paintings out to be like 30 minutes tops for everybody. If you have more time, take more time. But for now, we're going to mix some dark blue, navy blue. I'm starting with regular blue out of the bottle, probably 2 or 3 big scoops of that, and then 1 scoop of black should be good.
Thanks for tuning in live, everybody. Give some shout outs to Aubrey, Kate. We have a Schreiner on there somewhere.
Hi, guys.
Alex, all the way from Buffalo. Becky, good to see you. Saw your Instagram about fostering a kitten. Adorable.
Wait, are you fostering a kitten right now?
I think I saw something about
That's a
that.
great idea.
Asher, thank you for tuning in. We love you. We miss you. We hope everyone's doing okay. Let us know what you guys have been up to.
All right. So it doesn't matter what direction. I did up and down because, I don't know, that's just what I did. You can do any kind of texture on this, but the main idea is we want to cover this whole canvas or piece of paper, whatever you have, from head to toe. While I'm doing this, what else is fun? What else is good
Again,
news?
we contacted by our regular viewer from Reykjavik, Iceland, Mr. Mortimer Volken. And Mr. Volken,
Mortimer,
I don't know what to say.
what do
The
you want, Mortimer?
enthusiasm is so heartfelt, and we sincerely appreciate it. The projects that you're making, the quality of them is amazing. The dedication that you've shown to the craft.
Are you talking to me or to Mortimer?
To Mortimer.
Oh.
But you also. But, Mortimer,
Move this.
let me move this for you. Mortimer, the things that you've made are not appropriate. This is technically a family show, and we can't show some of the things you've made. And we do appreciate, again, the enthusiasm. We will not tell you where the bunker is. Stop trying to find out. It's kind of getting a little weird. And anyway, can't wait to see how the palm trees turn out and what thing you've turned them into. So
Yeah, thanks, Mortimer. Stay tuned. Mortimer.
Mortimer
So
Volken.
why were you asking me about Snooki earlier? You guys remember Snooki?
Did I ask you about Snooki earlier? Is Snooki still a thing?
She's still a
I'm
person.
sorry. Is Snooki still a celebrity? I didn't mean to belittle her as a human. I just don't know. I haven't
why
had
don't
cable
you
in a while.
Why don't you Google her?
And as a man of a certain age, MTV is not really my bag, so I haven't watched any of those shows.
Because the cutoff is 25.
Kate, we want a kitten too. Hi, Mom. We love you. If Nana and Papa are watching, we love you guys. If what was the
Love you
alias?
guys.
What was the alias? Babushka. The Babushka's watching
Babushka lady.
in Little Sky.
Hi,
So
Sky.
thanks everyone for tuning in. Again, Calafino.com. We got the discount
Calafino.
code. And yet, you know what? I think it might be time while you're working on this.
Well, we're done for now, but what's up?
Oh, well, you know what? In that case, we're going to go over one more thing. This has come up a couple times. I'm not going to go too long into it. The Quarantine Network is trying to provide some quality content for everybody during these crazy, unprecedented times. So we want to let everybody know that some people, while on their quarantine or self-isolation, whatever you want to call it, are in a bad place. So if you're having a tough time, reach out. We want to. We're a network of
let us
friends,
know.
and this is when I think humans can be their
If
best.
You're, if
so
you're in a bad place, like, hit us up, because
some
we'll
people
put you in
are.
a good place.
I am happen
We're
to be
supposed to be talking about good
isolated.
things today.
I'm isolated with my best friend in the whole world and my wife, and we are having the most ridiculous time, and we're having fun. And some people are not that lucky, so we just want to let
Yeah,
everybody
let us know. We'll share
Reach
the
out
love.
to your friends and be here for each other. So thanks everybody.
Okay, I gotta pause you for a minute, because I kind of messed up.
She
We
messed
didn't leave
up.
any room at the bottom, which is not a big deal, but I want to put the snow or sand or whatever that's supposed to be, probably sand because it's the desert and palm trees. So I rinsed my brush and I'm mixing some white together.
WTF!
Exactly.
That's so loud.
2 inches, about 2 inches at the bottom. I'm going to streak some white. The white is hard to stay on top of the dark blue, but that is supposed to look like our desert sand. It can be streaky. It's supposed to, it's nighttime, so it's supposed to just look like maybe a moon glow on the sand. So it doesn't have to be solid white. It looks cool streaky.
What's up, Zach? What's up, Sean? Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Okay.
We
So
did.
now we have the desert floor.
Some of the tequila evaporated, just so you know.
It's all gone. Every last drop of it.
I'm not gonna say- I'm not going to say that I drank it all by myself, but I'm not going to say who else drank it. I will say they are watching right now.
That's for you. Okay.
Shout out to Borrego. Mama's in Borrego.
Hey, Borrego. How's the weather down there? I saw snow on the mountains this morning.
Snowing in
photo.
Borrego.
Okay, we got to keep cranking along here because we have a few more steps.
You got to work. Keep
The next thing I want to do is we're going to make brown for the tree trunks. Brown is 3 different colors, maybe 4 actually.
Make
so
brown.
we're going to make brown.
Make brown.
I'm going to start with a big scoop of yellow, little half scoop of red, a scoop of white, and a tiny, tiny little dab of black. Let's stir those around. Wait, where's
I
Mitch?
heard him. I'm going to go get this. He wants. Now's the time.
Who's that knocking
All
at
right.
our door?
Another disclaimer, guys. You can't just take a cat and hold it like this. You have to kind of groom it
All
from
right,
the
go
kitten
get
age.
the damn cat. Sorry. So if your brown is too yellow, add a little more red. If it doesn't look like brown at all, add a little more black. Add some white. But stir it around. It's kind of like a tannish caramel color, which is good. We want it to be a little bit of a lighter hue, so this stands up on top of our dark. So you have to really thickly lay on these palm tree trunks so they stay on top of the wet paint. I'm going to put one here. I think it's hard to tell what way they're curving. I'm going to have them curve this way. Okay, so one. Again, my brush is really loaded up with a lot of paint because I'm painting on top of something that's already wet, so you need to use a thick amount. I'm going to make 3 and 1 tall one here. Okay, these look good. If you are working flat like me, this is probably for the best because the paint is really thick and we don't want it to run or dribble down your canvas. So with these extra huge layers, this is where it's kind of crucial to lay it flat. Oh, well, looks like we have a special guest joining us here, Mr.
All right, everybody,
Mitch
this is
Mitchell.
Mitch. Now this is the correct way to hold a cat. If you can see, you got to have both legs draped over the arm.
Can they see?
They can see. Now he's a little
Hi, Mitch.
fidgety. But if
You're on camera.
if you train him from a young age like this, they can take,
Do you want some whiskers painted
he
too?
already has whiskers. He
Oh.
doesn't need them. So that's the correct way to hold the cat, everybody.
You're going to reward him with a treat?
I have a treat for him.
Can you turn him into a machine gun?
That's
Sorry, that's inappropriate. Oh. treats yet? Good boy.
Yeah.
You're so good.
Yeah.
He's basically gonna sign autographs after this.
All right, so that's the correct way to hold a cat. There's a couple wrong ways. One is called the pull cat. Don't hold him like this, upright.
Why not? Look at his belly.
You can do it like that.
And-
Quarantine, everybody. We're showing off our cat on Facebook.
This is
I
all
have
we
now
have
become
left.
that guy. But I
Look at
love
that
him.
guy.
I
He's
love
a
him
good-
so much.
He's a good boy.
Yeah.
He's so sick of us being home every day.
He's wondering what's going on. It's really messed up his schedule. And then the other variation is the gun. But you have to have like that. And then you have the bag. Wait, he doesn't want. All right, he's out. He's gonna go chase
Mitch
some
is out,
birds.
guys.
He's out. That's Mitch, everybody.
That's Mitch
We want
for
to
you.
thank Mitch
That's
for
all you're
making an
gonna get.
appearance.
Okay.
Otherwise, he shows up on our bed at about 5:45 a.m.
He wants his
reminding us
breakfast.
that he wants his breakfast.
Okay, Mitch is off the table. Let's finish our painting.
I'm gonna go let him out. I'll be right back.
Okay. For the palm fronds, I want to make a light minty kind of sage green. So it's green, which is blue and yellow, adding white to it. The white is going to make it a bright, like pastel, opaque green, which will look really good against our nighttime sky. So I'm going to first mix a big scoop of yellow and then a half scoop of blue. Mix those first, and then I'm going to add a nice big scoop of white to that. So the white is going to make it look more minty fresh, and it'll show up really nice and bold against our navy blue background. I'm stirring some water into my paint because these paints have sat overnight. So you can always do this with acrylic paint to dilute your paint if it's getting chunky. So I'm really just kind of diluting that. And then I'm going to show you.
I was trying to find the cat one and my finger slipped.
Ah, darn it. Nothing's ever there when you need it.
Where is the cat one? There's a cat one on here.
Well, you look, and I'm going to show them how to paint the fronds. So first, we're just going to stick figure palm fronds.
The magic's gonna be gone when I play it though.
Remember that gravity is a thing, so the fronds want to go down. They always curve towards the ground, even the ones that are on top. I'm showing you just stick figure first, which means that. Okay.
Alex, we do have a cat door, not on this part of the bunker. This is deep bunker where we're at.
It's a doggy
So this
door.
one is our double secured level. So no cat door on this part, but he does have normal in and out access. He comes and goes as he pleases, and he is a freewheeling bad boy.
That plays by his own rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At some point, we might show you the list of nicknames we have for Mitch.
No,
At
we're
this-
not going to go down Crazy Town.
At this point, his new nickname, just so you know, is Ithacus Crispins.
Why?
I don't know why.
You're
That's
embarrassing
a great
us.
name, though. Still trying to find the cat soundtrack, everybody. Calafino Tequila, 25% off. Discount code PPUSA at checkout. Free delivery in San Diego. Restrictions may apply.
Okay. So after you get your basic palm fronds in there, I thought I had a smaller brush over here. I can't
I can get you one.
necessarily find it. It's okay. If you would like to switch to a smaller brush, because this one's kind of medium and heavy-handed, you can do that. But what I wanted to show you is how to fill these palm fronds in by putting like little hair-like additional leaves on them. And, oh, there it is. So I'm
It's not
just,
even that good at one after all that work.
well, you know, you win some, you lose some.
That's all right.
So I'm just going to start filling in these fronds a little bit more by adding some extra leaves. And I'm just using the tip of the brush so it makes really finite little pieces like so.
I would just like to point out, you are painting this upside down, and it's still turning out amazing.
You know, sometimes it's better upside down.
You're good at that. You're good at painting.
Thank you. Speaking of, I did just pull something off of our bedroom wall today. I don't know if you can see it. We'll zoom in after, but it is a complete different painting, 180. It's something I painted in college, and I will show you the before and after because this thing came a long way today, and I'm proud of it. She's for sale. Make an offer we can't refuse. We'll show you at the end.
That was easy.
That's not what I meant to hit, but did that remind you she's for sale?
That is for sale.
Make that money, girl.
Well, I don't know if she's for sale actually because I kind of like it now that it's different.
To anyone that is still working, we would like to thank you, especially to the first responders, medical professionals, You are so valuable at this time, and we want to thank everyone that is involved in that. There's a couple people that are involved in the Quarantine Network that do that, and we want to thank you very much for your time and
Yes,
information
thank you
that
so
you
much.
shared with us. If you saw our episode about the masks, it's going to be up. We're figuring out some new venues to have all the videos viewable. That's going to be coming up real soon. But check out the masks episode, and the CDC has recently changed their guidelines. If you go out in public, they want you to wear a mask, so you can learn how to make a cool one
Yeah.
on our
You can
Pink
even
Party
just
USA.
you can even YouTube it also, but
Yeah, no, watch
I've
ours.
seen a lot of
Oh
other.
no, don't
Well,
YouTube
definitely
it. Watch ours.
but
Watch ours.
you can even make one without sewing. So there's a lot of options out there.
No, you gotta sew it. You gotta watch ours.
Okay,
That's the
let's
only
finish
way.
up. So I want to make light pink. I know palm trees don't usually have flowers in them, but since this is a celebration scene for Palm Sunday, we're gonna put some pink flowers in the trees. So I'm gonna start with a scoop of white, a little baby scoop of red to mix some light pink. And we are going to have to really glob these flowers on top of the green, because now there is not only dark blue and green, there's 2 layers of paint already on there. So in order for this to show up, you really have to get a 3D glop of pink on there for them to stay. So like really a nice thick portion. And the flowers are nothing more than some little dabs. They don't really look like realistic flowers. They're mostly there for color.
Oh, I just scrolled up and I saw your comment about Yoda. Yes.
Yoda! How is he?
Certain cats,
Oh, is
you
Yoda
have
sick
to
of you
watch
too?
where their anatomy sits on your body. And for a certain cat who is maybe not as well groomed, it's problematic. Yes.
For Mitch? What happened?
Well, for other cats, I mean, in general, I'm trying to be
I don't
G-rated
understand.
about this, but the way that the cat's body sits on your arm, if the cat were to be dirty in a certain place, that dirty would spread.
Oh, like his butt. Pink eye. Ugh. Okay. Last step before we start some white, I want to put a little yellow center in the center of my flowers. This is definitely a step you're going to want to lay your canvas flat for if it is upright.
That's what I was
Because there
looking
is
for after you
paint that is going to drip if you don't.
said. After you said pink eye, I was supposed to go.
Okay, whoa. These are really, really thick blobs here, so whoa.
Actually, pink eyes for humans, green eye is what you get from a cat, and that is science.
Is that for real?
Yeah.
No.
It's because their eyes are
What if,
different
what, if,
colors.
what if its eyes are already green?
That's what that gives to you. Hi, Lindsay.
Hey, Lynn.
What's up, B? What's up, Christina? Appreciate everyone tuning in. Again, there is a link up above. If everyone feels generous and wants to send us something, even $1, we're so grateful.
He's
Don't
such
feel
a
obligated.
He's such a beggar.
You know, we got to do something here, so
Okay.
donate.
2 more steps and we will get the ball rolling here on our finish line. I did find my little brush. I do want to add a couple little white stars. I have a tiny, teeny brush to do this. My stars are going to not be anything too crazy. I'm just literally making some.
That was easy.
I did that with my arm
so.
accidentally. I was
Hey,
trying to
it
scroll up.
should be
Hi,
easy.
Brenda.
Hi, Bren. So I'm just making literally some stick figure little stars. They don't have to look super glamorous because we are going to be splattering the whole thing in the end pretty soon here.
More splatter.
That'll be our last step. Everyone has reported to me that
All
they
right.
love the splatter, as do I. And since we are making stars and little constellations up here, it's a way easier idea to apply the paint instead of sitting
That's
there
not a bad
making
idea.
5,000 little dots.
Now, just so if anyone's watching at home, you don't have to splatter, right?
You don't have to splatter.
You
You
could
don't
do
have to
like
do
just
anything.
a different,
You don't
a
even
bunch
have
of
to
different
watch
dots
us.
of different sizes that would be kind of a similar effect.
Right. So next thing I'm going to do is put in a couple little star patterns or constellations. I flipped my brush upside down. I'm using the handle and I stuck it in the white paint, the handle, the end of it. And it makes perfect little stars
Oh, there you go.
or dots, or I don't really know if it would be snow, but this way we're going to get a couple different types of stars. So the splatter is going to add a different element. I'm trying to make these look like a little bit more of formations or constellations.
Brian wants you to paint my face again.
What would you like me to paint him, Brian? Name your price.
Viewers are in control here. We're going live.
I'm putting a couple little things along the trees.
Brian said Corona splatter. I don't know if that was actually a response to the question of what you want him to paint, or it might have come in before.
I don't know if I can splatter him.
I don't want that.
I'm gonna put some little dots also down on the sand. Maybe it looks like some reflective light from the moon. I don't have a moon in here. You can put a moon in yours.
I think it's implied.
It's implied. Okay, so I think that's enough little grouping or constellation looking stars.
Brian says tiger.
Next, I will,
Hi, Nicole.
we're gonna splatter. This time I'm doing a flicking with my finger. So I don't have any paint on here yet. I'm gonna do it with white, but I'm gonna dip into the paint and I'm literally gonna flick off of my finger and I'm gonna point down with some force and flick it off my brush. This might take a minute to get used to. You're gonna have to add some water to your white paint so this works, but it's really fun. So careful of everything here. Careful of your sleeves. And when you're ready, I'm gonna just show you here. This splatter sound. See how it makes it a finer mist instead of actual like stars?
Oh, that's a really cool effect.
Yes.
OMG.
Whoa.
OMG.
Oh, that's a better one. That's more of the proper.
Okay, so now it looks like this has got a nice coverage of star dust. Faraway stars. Maybe it's snow. It's not snow. This is the desert scene. Let me
It
see.
shows in the
I
desert
think we got
sometimes.
everything here. Oh, I did put a little highlight of white onto the tree trunks too. So if you can get a medium brush or your small brush, our last step will just be to add a little streak of white as highlight on the tree trunk, just a little here and there. I know your brown is wet, but just try and get a little something on there so it's not so flat. You can put a little highlight of white into your tree as well. Just make it look shiny and bright. Ready for Easter Sunday. Yeah, it's cute. You can obviously add more to yours or keep going or put a moon in it. But voila, when you're ready,
Wait,
it should be finished.
I have the sound effect for that. Where is
Oh.
it?
Is it clapping?
No, it's like
Is it a cat?
no, it was like a ta-da.
Is
It
it
might be on the
that?
other one. We're still working this out. Sound effects, everybody. Sound effects. We want to thank anyone that has sent in their examples from the previous
Yeah.
projects we've worked on.
Thank you. After
We're,
every class, we've been getting a bunch of people showing us their great
Awesome
artwork.
stuff. Yes.
Even if you make it later, like a couple hours later, still send it. Or if you
Do it
show
when
us
it is.
tomorrow, I had a friend send me a picture of something they did from a project a couple weeks ago, and they're doing it today, and it was so great to see it. So we just want to know.
Uh-oh, that's our countdown time.
Wait,
Folks-
let me show you the paint.
Oh! Can you move it in a frame?
I will try.
Or, okay.
Well,
Real quick, guys, just wanted to thank Califino Tequila. Califino.com, 25% off. And use the discount code PPUSA at checkout.
just gonna zoom
I
up a
think it
little
should
bit.
be, I think it looks
It's
pretty good.
in.
Yeah, you're
So
good.
I'm just
I don't
gonna
need it at all.
explain it. I did it in college, and it's actually on a half sawed-off door that I wrapped canvas around and stretched it over. There's real gold leaf in there, haloing around. This is actually a combination of Saraswati and Krishna. I repainted its head today because it actually had my twin sister's head on it instead. So these were some, I'll show you the
Beautiful
before and
paint.
after, but I'm really proud of it, and it was in the garage today. I mean the bunker.
To respond to
Whoa.
some of the comments, it is for sale.
It could
thank
be
you very
Kami's
much.
girlfriend.
She's very talented, obviously, yes.
Well-
There is real gold leaf on there, so I don't know how much she said. I think I'm putting the price around $75,000. So we'll see on that. Once again, we want to thank Califino Tequila, Califino.com, 25% off, discount code at checkout. We want to thank the Quarantine Network.
Thank you, guys.
You guys are amazing. Thank you for having us on.
We love being here.
Amazing stuff coming up. Cool people doing cool stuff.
Yeah.
And thank you to my lovely wife, Karissa.
Back at you, babe.
You are the light of my life, and I couldn't imagine being stuck in this bunker with anybody else.
Wake up, San Diego.
San Diego. Cheers. So, anyways,
Oh,
thanks
wait.
for tuning in, guys. One more
Friday.
thing. Friday's show. We got a show coming up Friday.
Friday, we're decorating Easter eggs. And that means anything. Hard-boiled with dye, plastic eggs that you want to glue stuff to. I'm going to try and hand blow out the yolk to some of the eggs, even though we've never done it yet. It's going to be interesting. So stay tuned. Get that grocery shopping list going. Put some eggs on it. Get some dye. we're gonna have fun in lieu of Easter. So
See you in a couple days, guys. Thank you for tuning in.
love
We
ya.
are out.
We're out.